George here, and I'm very excited to show off this beautiful Aquascaper 900 at Aquarium Gardens. Bit of a story, I'm actually filming a cinematic video. For the Tropica YouTube channel, so check out that, subscribe to the Tropica YouTube channel if you don't already. I'm normally uploading 2 videos a week on there. But whilst I was filming the cinematic, I thought I'd do a bit of a vlog style with my phone because it is looking amazing. Dave, the owner, scaped this 8 weeks ago, but it is a beautiful scape, I think you'll agree. Classic triangular composition. Open sand, really thin layer of sand. I love this look. No point in having a thick layer of sand, it just looks really ugly. And the great thing about a thin layer, you can just literally siphon it away once it gets dirty. You can clean it if you want, or you can just replace it with new. You can buy, you know, a 5 kilo or a 10 pound bag of sand for a few pounds, and that will last you months and months. Excuse the exposure because the lighting conditions are quite tricky in here. We've literally just got the tank lights on. So yeah, nice cosmetic sand foreground. And then we've got some added cosmetic kind of bits of gravel there. I'll leave a full plant species list, but I'll go through the main ones that we can see in a minute. Romy nose tetras, great choice of fish in here, shoaling up and down. Look great, don't they? God, the camera's really struggling with this exposure. It's actually got a backlight on it as well, so that's why the background's lit up. This is from Lightground, which is a new company which do illuminated backgrounds, which are a fantastic addition to a nature aquarium. But yeah, I think you'll agree. Colours look great. Let's go through some of the plants and then we'll end up talking about some of the equipment and the techniques that Dave's using here at Aquarium Gardens to achieve such success in this beautiful aquarium. So let's start up with the top left. We've got a bit of a chaotic kind of jungly mix of tall background plants there. There's a mixture of Aponogetons. There's 2, I think there's one Aponogeton longiplumulosus, I think it's called. I'll leave a little subtitle below. Then there's a Crinum calamistratum, which is that crinkly leaf plant you can see in the background. Or the let's just zoom in for you. See, this crinkly plant here, that's called Crinum calamistratum. So adds a really nice kind of naturalistic look. All of the leaves kind of entangled with each other. I really like that. You can see to the left there, that's Bucephalandra Red, and that is proper red, isn't it? Beautiful. And then we have some Hygrophila pinnatifida, the kind of serrated leaf plant there. Again, that's looking really red. And that is a result of highlighting levels because that is nearer the light source. We'll talk about the light later. More Bucephalandra Red, cherry shrimps absolutely popping there. All of the moss in here is Christmas moss. All of these plants are from Tropica, so Tropica supported the build of this aquascape by supplying all the plants and the aquarium soil for this. We also have some, I forgot to tell you about this, this is the Heteranthera zosterfolia. The common name is stargrass, and it's actually a very fast growing weed. And it's really good for new setups, so we call it like a helping plant. And this is really important to have lots of fast growing helping plants at the beginning of the aquascape's life because that's when algae is really going to be most likely to occur. So we plant really heavily from the outset, ideally with loads of fast growers, and this just helps establish a balance. And like I always say, if you imagine algae and plants always in competition with each other, always in battle with each other, the more plants you have, the healthier those plants are, and the faster they're growing, the less chance of algae you get. So we've talked about the moss, we've talked about the Hygrophila pinnatifida. What else do we have? Let's have a look down here. We've got some Anubias Petite. We've got a little sprig of the Blyxa japonica there. That's really cute, isn't it? And then moving down here, we've got some beautiful Riccardia. This was actually transplanted over from one of Dave's other aquascapes, the Nuagumi, which is almost all, I think it's actually all mosses and Riccardia. So that's a beautiful tank. I have featured that on the channel at some point as well. I think the rock is black mini landscape rock. Is that right, Dave? Yeah. So this is beautiful, lovely contrast against the sand. What's the sand? Is it the Plata? ADA La Plata sand. So what I'll do, guys, in the description, I'll leave a description of all of the plant names, all of the hardscape materials, and also a full technical specification. So the tank size, the lighting, CO2, everything. So if you wanted to replicate something like this, you can have a really good idea how you can go about that. So I won't go into the cabinet because we haven't got enough light for that, but we can talk about the lighting itself. This is a brand new unit. I think this is the first in the UK. This is a Life Aqua, Dave's going to tell me in a minute. Prime Pro, Life Aqua Prime Pro. And you can see it's got a bit of a disco light effect on there. But as you can see, the colour rendition is amazing. It's actually a relatively low powered unit, 45 watts for a 3 foot long tank or a 90 centimetre long tank. Isn't particularly high lighting. So I think Dave's actually given some feedback to the manufacturer, and I think they're actually planning on upping the power. So that's good to know. We have the glass lily pipe there and the inlet with the built-in skimmer portion. This is the EA glass pipework set, and this is connected to an OASE BioMaster 600 Thermo, which I'm sure you've all heard of by now if you've watched any of my videos. Fantastic filter, and I do believe Aquarium Gardens are exclusively using OASE filters now. Yes. Every filter, apart from you, just got a couple of internals on your low tech, haven't you? But yeah, proven performers, as you can see, keeping the water beautifully clean. Really easy to clean with a pre-filter as well. Probably going to be one of my favourite scapes in the store. And I think it's really a good reflection of what you can achieve if you invest in good equipment, good hardscape materials, good plants, good maintenance regime, and obviously you need to have a little bit of a skill as an aquascaper, which Dave obviously has here. Oh, I forgot to tell you about the Lagenandra. This plant right in the centre of the screen right now, Lagenandra meeboldii Red. Similar to Cryptocorini, although it doesn't send out runners like crypts do. So that's the main difference. Similar in other, the growing conditions that it needs is all very similar. This is interesting. You can see the Hygrophila pinnatifida there sending out runners. If you let that go, that would just grow all over the tank. So you just keep needing to trim that back, keep it nice and compact, and achieve this really nice, dense, colourful growth. We also have some Bolbitis there. This is the green leaf right in the centre of the screen, not quite adapted to its submersed form yet. There is a little bit over here though that has adapted. And you can see, once it's adapted, it takes on like a translucent kind of look. And when it's in its immersed state, it's still quite a matte finish. So, fun fact for you there about Bolbitis. Loads of cherry shrimps in here, loads of Silvermano shrimp, great algae crew. I love cherry shrimps because they're not the best algae eaters, but they breed prolifically. So if you put a dozen or so in your scape, in a few months you'll end up with 100 or so. And actually they're really good at eating the biofilm. So the biofilm is like this layer of microorganisms and bacteria. And what happens is, this is like the prerequisite to algae growth. So by the action of the cherry shrimp constantly grazing this biofilm, it potentially prevents any algae build-up. So that's one of the reasons I love them, and I love the look of them as well. Look at them, beautifully red, high impact colour, aren't they? And yeah, just add a real nice sense of colour and movement to the scape as well. Match the rummy noses' heads perfectly. Okay guys, so they're a very impromptu vlog. Just thought I'd get the phone out whilst I was doing some filming for Tropica. Do make sure you subscribe to the Tropica channel as well. Like I said, a couple of uploads most weeks, plant profile and aquarium update, and this will be a very special cinematic video published very soon, so do check it out. And while I'm here, I just want to say thanks to Dave for letting me film his beautiful aquarium. So cheers mate, and cheers for the subway. So we got a little thing going on. I'm coming over here most Tuesdays, and Dave treats me and Harrison, my stepson, who does work here. He does a bit of maintenance work in the store, and Dave very kindly treats us to a subway. which isn't my normal dietary kind of choice, but it is a lovely little treat that I look forward to every Tuesday. So on that note, I'll say cheerio. Thanks for watching. Hope everyone is well. Stay safe. Keep on scaping. Cheerio. I did that the wrong way round. You take care. Keep on scaping. Cheerio. That's better. I said it, I don't know, I said it the wrong way round. You put me on the spot now. Okay. Cheerio, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.